making a thing. My mate Jono asked me to make him a custom chess set that he could give to his girlfriend as a gift. At first I thought that was weird because why wouldn't you just buy a nice one online? And then he explained what he actually wanted. In part 1 of this series of I Made Your Thing, I'll be showing you how we got to this point. The plan for the chess set is that all the pawn pieces will have Jono's head on top of them, and then the queen pieces will be his girlfriend's head. All the other pieces will remain the same. The first step that we needed to complete was to get a 3D scan of Jono's head. To try and keep this project as cheap as possible, I used the free app Polycam on my phone. You can tell I haven't done this before because the first scan turned out like this. Yeah, not ideal. But the second try was a winner, and the next step was to export it to be cleaned up. The free version of Polycam lets you export the file in the format GLTF, which I've never seen before. But luckily Blender, which is also free, allows you to import that file type. Once it was in Blender, I just exported it as an STL, so then I could then open it in another free software called Mesh Mixer by Autodesk. In Mesh Mixer, I was able to autofill all the gaps in the model, including a smooth fill over the top of his head and a flat fill at the neck and shoulder line, so the model had no more weird bumps. I could also use Mesh Mixer to cut the model so that I just had his head and neck for the pawn piece, and I also was able to scale it up to the correct size to suit the chessboard that Jono was going to buy. I then used SolidWorks to revolve a base for the pawn piece, and then imported the STL of Jono's head into a SolidWorks assembly where I was able to mate it to the top of the pawn base that I'd made. I sliced it up for my Bambu A1 and made sure to use plenty of supports for the first try, and now here we are. A perfect Jono pawn piece. Follow along for part 2 where I'll be making the rest of the chess set as well as the queen pieces to go together with this gift.